Hi, okay, so I have this question that was sent to me and I wanted to go through it. So you have the question was AB is parallel to CD. So AB, this is AB. AB is parallel to CD. So these two lines are parallel. BOE is 140 degrees and AOC, so BOE is 140 and AOC is 35 degrees. So we need to find X and Y. Usually with my year 11s, I tell them that when you have a GCSE question like this, then make sure you actually find all the angles that you can see. And I actually like it. This is like a puzzle for me. And because I'm like, okay, I need to find all these pieces, all these missing information. And I have clues, and my clues are these. So I know angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. I also know angles on a straight line add up to 180. What else do I know? I know, because there's two parallel lines, I know something about alternate and corresponding angles. What else? There's so many things. So basically, the person who asked me mentioned something about Euclidean geometry. The Euclidean geometry is just facts, information that is there. So this is like, imagine you're trying to solve this puzzle. You have this information, you have the clues here, and all you need to do now is use these clues to find where everything goes. Okay, so now that we know that, so we know this will be, let's start with this because it's the easiest one. So this is a straight line. This would be 180 minus 140 degrees, which equals to 40. So we know that. We would know this as well because this is a straight line. So if we know what this is, 40, and this we know 35, this would be 180 minus 75 because it's 40 plus 35. So 180 minus 75 is 105. So we know that. The next thing we need is, let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good one. Let me get another pen. So alternate angles. It's hard to remember which one is alternate and which one is corresponding. So if you could just know the Z angles and the F angles. So we have the Z angle. This, because it's a parallel line and there is a line coming through it. So this is going to be a Z. I call it Z. Can you see the Z? So you got Z. So this is the parallel line, and this is the line in between them. So I know with Z lines, this equals to this. So if that's 35, this would be 35 degrees. Okay, I know that clue. So I used this alternate angles. I also used angles on a straight line add up to 180. What about angles in a triangle add up to 180? So I know this is 105. I know this is 35. I can find this because it will be 180 minus 105 and 35. So that would be 140. So that's going to be 40 degrees. So we know our X already is 40 degrees. We used this. Okay, so what else do we need? Y. There's two ways you can find Y. One way is, again, angles on a straight line. That would be our second clue. So angles on a straight line. So this would be 180 minus 35, which equals to 105 degrees. Right? Because this is a straight line, this is 35. And to find Y is, so we know X is 40 and y is 105 degrees. Something that I tell my kids is check your answers. Oh, sorry. It's not 105. It's 145. Sorry. Yeah, even us mathematicians make mistakes. But the good thing is you actually realize your mistake and you change it. That's it. Simple. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so one thing I always tell my students is check your answers. So when you're in the exams, you want to know how you did in the exams, right? So you want to check your answers. There's so many ways. That's the good thing about maths. There's so many ways you can check your answers, so many ways of getting to the same destination. So like this one, we've used 3 clues, angles, all that. So you could use more than 1 clue to solve something. Okay, one thing, this is, so this is still a parallel line. I like this question because I could teach both corresponding and alternate angles. So let's say this is, I don't know if you can see the F. There's an F, so they got this line, and this line. Can you see the orange F? So the orange F is the corresponding. So this is this, corresponding angles. Corresponding angles means that this angle you see here, the whole of this, the first line of the F, is going to be the same as the whole of this second line of the F. So this, you can see the F sign. So this, whole of this should equal the whole of this. And if we check, it is, because this one, the whole of this angle here is this plus this. So it's 40 plus 105, which is 145. And if I check here, we find out y is 145. So I am sure of my answer. And I'm sure of this answer because if we do the Z, let's use a different color. If we do Z, I'm so sorry, it's very hard to video. I'm gonna buy that thing that you can hold the phone. But this is a Z, right? Another Z, because we have 2 parallel lines, 1 and 2, and then you have the line here going in between. This, we found out, is 40. So this must be 40. And it is right, because we did find that it's 40. So we know that this answer is the same as this. So that's it. So we've learned that. I like this question because we've covered so many things. We've covered parallel lines, angles on a straight line, angles in a triangle, corresponding angles, alternate angles, and what else? Yeah. So there's another one as well. I don't know if I should mention or if I'll just confuse you. Another way to check your answer is, you know, like when you have an X, this is the same as this, right? The angles, opposite angles. And then these are the same, right? So this is the same. This. So if we have like this, let's see, I will definitely invest so that I can have a ruler to draw these lines. So let's say this is one part of the X, and this is the second part of the X. This should equal this. And if we check, it does equal, because 140 on that line, and this one we found is 105 and 35. 105 and 35, 140. You see? So that's another way to check it. Then this must be the same as this. So if this is 40, then this must be 40. Again, there's so many ways you can find this out, because look, it's another F. It's another F. If you go like this and go this. So this F, this angle here, should be the same as this angle here. It's above the F. So it's, if F is like this, what we're saying is this angle is the same as this angle. And this angle will be the same as this angle, if this is an F. Anyway, I hope you've learned something. I'll see you guys next Friday, inshallah. Okay, bye.